Welcome to the Nitpicking Nerds first in our series of 1 1s for 1, 2 2s for 2,
X for X,
3 3s for 3. Hold on. 4 4s. Let me finish. 5 5s for 5.
What's next?
6 6 for 6. I can't have enough fingers for that. I can't do it.
Too many to count.
We're gonna go at least up to 7 in the series. We can't look. We didn't look up H yet to see if it's even doable.
We'll think about
But
it.
7 7 7 is definitely doable.
We'll let you know,
and we will
where our limit is.
So
on
our
the next
first,
one.
we're starting off with 1 1s for 1.
What is our criteria here?
Well, we're not talking about how good these cards were in standard. So a card that, well, I don't want to mention any cards on the list yet, but there is
don't mention any until we.
There is a few cards on the list that there are a few left out that were probably they were very good in standard. Probably
Bowmaker was one.
Yeah, Bowmaker, very good in standard. Awesome card.
Not on this list.
It didn't make the list. It is very good, and it's seen play in modern. It's seen some play in legacy. But we're talking about modern, legacy, commander.
The three most.
And these are our opinions. Obviously, this list isn't like this is the best.
No,
period.
We want you to.
No, we really
to hate us.
We would love to actually
have a discussion about
We're
it.
literally going to be the most stereotypical people ever for YouTube.
We
really want comments. We really want to see
comment
what
section,
you guys think of the list.
Comment section below, guys. I hate when they say below.
Yeah. Comment section below.
Everyone,
like, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the bell.
Smash the like button.
No, smash the bell. I'm also over here. I shouldn't be over here. This is where the card is. Card's going to be over here. So if I'm doing this, my arm is probably just behind it. So I probably shouldn't be doing that.
Okay, calm down. But it's always below. Everyone who's ever been on YouTube knows it's below.
Imagine like they don't know that they're like going to comment above and then they just lost.
They just type in a new thing on the search bar. They type in their comment and then they hit search to send it, and they just search their comment as videos. That poor person.
Neck 2, baby.
Yeah. Okay. So we want to do honorable mentions first because not everybody sadly can make the list.
Yeah. So this is 1 for 1. Actually, a lot of powerful 1 for 1. So
I know you're probably thinking of a few like duh, but we had a lot of. We're like, oh yeah, that's a 1 for 1.
The most powerful commander, like actual commander that we didn't make the list, is Rhys the Redeemed.
I think it's Rhys.
Sorry,
Rhys Witherspoon.
Rhys Witherspoon, the Redeemed.
She'll never be redeemed.
You can tell them what they do. I don't exactly know what this card does.
Yeah, we can pull up what they do, I suppose.
Rhys the Redeemed, its mana cost is 1. Obviously, to be on this list, it's green white hybrid.
What's its power and toughness?
Power and toughness 1/1. Obviously,
legendary creature, elf warrior. Am I right?
Yeah, probably the best commander, like I said.
It's the only legend on here, so it would just have to be. I don't even think I saw. There's at most like 4.
Yeah, that's fair.
So process of elimination, but you can pay 2 and a green-white hybrid, tap it, put a 1/1 green and white elf warrior creature token into play. In other words, create it. Or you can pay 4 and 2 white-green hybrids and tap it to double all your creature tokens. Make another one. Put a token in its copy into play.
Yeah. Really good in EDH. Doesn't have a home anywhere else. Might have been good in standard, but we're not talking about how good it was in standard. Me and BC didn't play standard during Loreworm, so
we're not really qualified.
Yeah, so
we kind of just left standard.
Yeah, so we left standard out because honestly, I mean, we can look up how well it's in the Pro Tour. It's just not. It's fine. I just kind of want to judge how we feel the card is in the formats we know more about.
We play and we know, and
we don't know Legacy that well, but we understand Legacy and
we get it.
Yeah,
we don't understand standard from 14 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like barely even 14.
Yeah, so. I can't imagine taking half the cards out of my mind and saying this was a format. How do you think it was?
Yeah, it's like, geez, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Another honorable mention, brand new from M19.
Yes, up and comer. Who's seen some modern play.
The only reason we haven't even bothered to put this one on the list, we really don't know how powerful it is.
It's so new.
But
it's really exciting.
It really helped power up the deck.
Bridgevine.
It's made it very good. But we really don't know. It could be. It is super cool in the EH. Things like Carador. Any deck that really just goes around the graveyard.
You just want it.
It's
so cheap.
So
it can't be any cheaper.
1 mana to put 6 cards in your graveyard off the top is insanely good. So it is very good. It's very powerful. It's Might belong on this list at some point. We'll find out. But right
There's a
now,
few spots at the bottom that could squeak into.
another. What's the next hour mention, BZ?
Serra Ascendant. It is a 1/1 for 1.
I was really
one white, and it has lifelink. And if you have 30 or more life, which turns out in Commander is always, because why would you errata it? It gets +5/+5.
So this only sees play in EDH, really. It had a home in Modern Soul Sisters. That deck's not real. That deck is. But there's no way to put it.
Yeah, it gains flying too, right?
Yeah.
Just a 6/6 flyer.
6/6 flying lifelink
for 1.
For 1 in EDH.
Almost always.
On turn 1, it's insane. I think I overhyped
on turn 2, it's insane. Turn 3, it's insane.
It turns out late game, even if there hasn't been a ton of life loss, what sometimes happens in
We've
Commander.
played plenty of games to know that there's usually someone above 30 past turn 6.
Yeah, exactly. So the card is just very, very good in EH. It doesn't have a home outside of that, really. Like I said,
like Soul Sisters deck.
Soul Sisters,
tier 7.
Yeah, tier 7 and is butt. All right. So let's just skip this one. The next one, Mausoleum Wanderer. It has home in Spirits in Modern right now. It doesn't really have a home in EDH. Spirits is an up-and-coming deck. It's really good. What? Okay, so up-and-coming deck, Spirits, Mausoleum Wanderer, all-star in the deck, best one drop in the deck.
It's kind of the champion of the Parish of the deck.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's the one drop that gets bigger,
but
it does have
Yep, it gets pumped
every time. Tech later.
Every time a spirit enters, it gets +1/+1. You can counter sorcery unless they pay X for X's power.
You have sacrifice. So it's like a sacrifice curse catcher, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Which is, we didn't put Curse Catcher on this list because we felt Mausoleum Wanderer is just so much better.
Yeah, that card maybe at some point would have been on the top 10, but
I feel like we
it's getting so outclassed now.
Like, it's super good. Curse Catcher is very, very good, but like
Spirits and Merfolk totally pushed, or Spirits and Humans pushed Merfolk out, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Merfolk is like poop now.
Yeah, I don't think Merfolk's very good. All right, and this was the closest to making it. This card's very good, and it sees some legacy play. It sees
modern sideboard play.
It's mostly sideboard in
modern
in Legacy 2. It's a
a
sideboard card.
It is a sideboard.
Grim Lavamancer. The card's very good.
Yep. Red for a 1/1. They red tap it, exile 2 cards from your graveyard. Turns out fetch lands exist.
Yeah, turns out fetch lands.
And then you deal 2 damage to something.
Yeah.
And you target.
The card is really good at picking off creature decks.
So good against humans in Modern.
Yeah, picks off all the humans in Modern. It turns out they're all basically X2s except for Manus Rider.
It kills your Phantasmal Image too.
Manus Rider. A 3/3 for 3? Will it be on the 3/3s for 3 list? We'll find out later.
They're 11 cards, 10 cards better than it?
I don't know.
Seems unlikely.
Yeah, it seems very unlikely. Champion of the Parish. This
is probably our most contentious one, I bet.
I was on the fence, but I feel like this card is so powerful. Humans in Modern right now is at least one of the top 3 decks, if not better.
It's like, what do you want?
If not the top 1, if not the top.
What do you want to be doing on turn 1? It's like you want Aether Vial, you want Noble Hierarch, neither of which are 1/1s for 1, and you also want Champion of the Parish, which is a 1/1 for 1.
Yeah,
and that's what we're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Champion of the Parish just scales so insanely. If you play on a turn 1,
and it's just like a 7/7,
and every creature in your deck is a human. Which, if you're playing Champion of the Parish, they are. Your creatures just put counters out of Champion of the Parish. So this card is.
It puts 2.
Yeah, it's just. So a lot of times you'll just be attacking for like 6 or 7 with like Noble Hierarchs and stuff on like turn on turn 4, 2 or 3
or 4. Yeah, I mean,
2 or 3. You're just hitting.
You can, you certainly could.
4 or 5. It's like it's just huge. The card is. And then one of the staples of humans.
Late game, it pumps your Dahlia's Lieutenants and does human matter things, and it's only 1 mana.
It's always a human, and it's the best.
Actually, always a human.
It's definitely the best 1/1 for 1 human in humans.
Yes, it's not the best 1/1 for 1 human, but it is the best 1/1 for 1 human in humans in Modern.
Oh, somebody's hinting at another,
possibly more humans making an appearance, as you probably, because if you're thinking of like one card that's on this list, it's a
humans is like double the nearest creature type, so obviously there's going to be more on this list. It's almost,
I think this list has 4 humans on it.
I will say right now, I cannot imagine that on our way through this list, all the way to 7th, there will ever be a list of 2/2s, 3/3s, 4/4s
without a human
on it. I can't imagine there won't be a human on one.
Yeah, they're probably like maybe not the 7s as much.
Even so, I still think there might be one on there.
Maybe. I don't know what it would be.
Yeah. Maybe not on the 7th, but we'll see.
We'll let you know. You'll find out.
Okay.
You stick with us.
All right. Yeah. So it's 3 different cards.
Yeah. Llanowar Elf, Elvish Mystic, Findhorn Elves.
Yeah, they're all the same card. They're all
Super good.
This card, I think we're giving less credit than maybe it deserves. It's very, very good in EDH, but the thing is, we're talking in Modern and Legacy, it kind of gets outshined by like Birds of Paradise, Noble Hierarch.
Definitely Noble Hierarch.
Yeah, and even Birds of Paradise outshines the card quite a bit. I mean, it's in the Elves archetype, but there might be some more cards from the Elf archetype on here that are much better.
Yes. You really want it in Modern on turn 1. You want to get from 1 to 3.
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, like I said, we have Birds for that. We have Noble Hierarch.
Right, so it's not the go-to for every deck. It's only the go-to for Elves decks.
Yeah.
And Hierarch is the go-to.
I think this is where excluding Standard it really shows that why this card is at 9. I feel like if we talked about Standard and we didn't play like this card in Standard right now is even very good. And
I've seen it at least twice, 2 or 3 times in Standard. It's always been great.
Yeah, it's always great. Like
it was around when you could go Llanowar Elf, Goblin Lavamancer. That was real.
Yeah, there's a lot of like it's always nice to skip a slot with a 1-drop. Just go wait to 3s and on your turn 2. It's
Wizards deemed it too strong for Standard.
Well, not anymore. They did that.
They also print. Sort of. They printed a card that absolutely dunked on it. So we'll have to see how it even is, because Chain Whirler kind of just killed it.
It made it so much worse.
I wonder if that was the exact reason. Like, oh man, Llanowar's back. We got to just bury it in this other thing.
Just get it out of here.
Get it out of here.
All right. Let's get into our list with number 10.
The real deal, number 10.
The real deal, number 10.
Are you wearing a different shirt?
Yep. I might have changed clothes. Oh, you changed clothes too!
No, I didn't.
It'd be weird if you weren't wearing different clothes.
I didn't change, dude. That's so weird.
Did you actually not change?
I didn't.
Are you wearing the same shirt from the other part?
I thought I was, but this is a different one.
Oh.
This is an Under Armour shirt. I don't wear those.
You don't see that much on BZ. You don't see many Under Armour shirts. Nike.
Keep your eyes peeled. You won't see any of them. Anyway, though, getting into number 10. What is our number 10?
Which one was
it? It's actually the ability Hexproof is our number 10.
Yes. The very powerful Hexproof. Coming in number 10, Slippery Bogle slash
Gladecover Scout.
The same card, pretty much. This card is its own. These 2 cards are their own archetype in Modern. They completely make... What is the deck called?
Boggles?
It actually is called Boggles, yeah.
Weird.
It's just called Boggles because...
Probably unrelated.
Because of these 2 cards. You just equip them up with a bunch of equipment.
No. You enchant them with a bunch of enchantments, though.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's what you can do.
You enchant them with a bunch of enchantments. You just end up killing people with them. It's incredibly powerful.
It's really strong. It's more of frustrating.
It really is just the Hexproof ability. You can't interact with this card unless you make me sacrifice with Liliana of the Veil.
Something else that didn't make the list was the ability Infect on a 1/1.
Yeah.
That was close to making the honorables.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Gladecover, or what's that card?
Oh my God.
Glistener Elf. Glistener Elf, yeah. Not Gladecover Elf.
Nope.
Yep.
That's this one.
Yeah. Glistener Elf didn't quite make the list, but it's basically just the ability Infect and the ability Hexproof.
Hexproof is just insane.
It's not fun. It's just not fun.
Basically, Hexproof and Infect are 2 of the worst keywords on creatures ever.
Speaking of
2 of the worst, 3.
Want to talk about bad?
Yes.
And boring?
Yes.
Things that we can't interact with?
Views.
Jumping right to number 9. Nimble Mongoose. Nimble Mongoose? What? You can't interact with this card? It's a 1/1 with Threshold. If you have Threshold, which
wait, how much does it cost?
For 1. It's a 1/1. But if you have Threshold, it gets +2/+2. The card also has Shroud, which is completely unfun and interactive, which is why the card was so dominant in Legacy until Delver. It still sees fringe play now in Legacy. Still a pretty good card in Legacy.
Nothing else in the other formats.
Nothing you can't see. I mean, you're never going to see just because a 3/3 for 1 isn't very powerful in EDH ever.
No, it'd have to be like a 6/6, and then it would need evasion and some sort of life gaining ability.
Yeah, it would have to be a 6/6 flying 1/1, and even then, it would only be in 5,000 decks on EDH track.
All right. Okay. What is number 8?
Goblin Lackey.
It doesn't sound like a strong goblin, but it's pretty strong.
What exactly is Goblin? I don't think I know the wording in Goblin Lackey.
It is a 1/1 for a red, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may put a goblin creature from your hand into play.
Then you're playing things like this is the old Goblin Lackey. They're playing like Crinkle Mob Boss, right?
Yeah, they're playing crazy stuff. They're playing Siege Gang Commander, I think. One or two of those.
You get to put like those strong things in the
That's
play.
insane.
It's a one for one.
Even just your other lords, and it's just a mana advantage. And there's not a ton of creatures in Legacy.
Yeah, I mean,
obviously it doesn't see Modern or Commander play.
It wasn't in that. I mean, yeah, 1/1s for one in Commander. You had to have a huge upside, like actually being a 6/6.
Well, you can make it unblockable pretty easy, even in red.
Mm-hmm. But there's just not powerful enough guys to be putting out.
It's stuck in the Goblin tribe only.
Yeah, you only open in the Goblin tribal deck. It's just not good in EDH.
But we gave it props for
it used to
it's making a resurgence in Legacy a little bit.
Goblins used to be very good in Legacy, and Lackey was one of the big reasons. And then Lackey being blocked by Death Ray Shaman was one of the big reasons it stopped happening.
Hey, guess what? That can't happen anymore.
But Fatal Push is in the format now. So,
moving on.
Moving
Number
on.
7, another tribal card. We are 4 for 4 on the first 4 being tribal.
Oh, they are.
And we didn't even look at that.
Yep. We have Heritage Druid. This
green for a 1/1. Tap 3 elves. No summoning sickness required or not required.
Yep.
Make 3 green mana.
Yep. Yeah. So you can tap it right away, which makes
Nettle Sentinel is best friends with this guy.
Yep. It is what makes this card even better.
Did you ever know that there was little spirits in the art? I didn't see until 10 years after being introduced.
I did.
Yeah, but you think you noticed right around the same time.
Yeah.
Wait, there's 8 little dead people on there.
That's what the heritage is. That's the heritage.
Turns out.
The card just lets you. It's one of the main combo cards for elves.
Oh yeah.
Lets you get mana insanely fast. Lets you.
Gives you Nettle Sentinels in
gives you the turn 2 kills, a turn 2 Progenitus.
This is what pumps it from they had a really good turn to oh my god I can't win. In Modern it goes off with Dwinnen's Elite. And in Legacy, and Nettle Sentinel, but in Legacy, it's mostly Nettle Sentinel and Symbiote.
Yeah, Symbiote's insane. All right, moving on.
Without spoiling. Number 6, Veteran Explorer. Green for, guess what?
A 1/1 for 1?
Yeah!
Green for a 1/1 for 1. When this creature dies, each player may search the library for up to 2 basics, put them onto the battlefield, then shuffle their library. Obviously,
they're not tapped.
They're not tapped. You can use them right away. This card combos very well with Cabal Therapy.
Mm-hmm.
What are the others?
It basically has an archetype of Legacy built around it.
Yeah, it has its own archetype. It's really cool. I wish the archetype was good. It lacks the one thing you need in Legacy. Blue. Yeah, you need blue in every deck in Legacy.
Because they don't ban blue cards.
Oh, is it because
equally?
Yeah, is it because Brainstorm's way too powerful and probably should be banned? Yeah, probably. But why? Why?
Whatever.
They really shouldn't worry about balancing out a format that'll die if they don't do something about it. So.
Oh, you talking about Pauper? Where the blue cards are way too good. Is Brainstorm legal in Pauper too?
It's bad in Pauper.
It's bad. So they have. Well, I thought it'd be fine with Ash Barrens and Dwelling Wilds and stuff.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Is it still bad?
It's just not as it's just no it's not this is not like what it is in Legacy. And they play Evolving Wilds too.
Hell yeah.
That's your fetch land.
Nah, Ash Barrens is better. But they play both, I think. Most decks play both. Anyway, this is not a Pauper review. No one will ever watch that. So forget we ever even mentioned Pauper. And we will move on to number 5.
Well, Veteran Explorer lets you play sweet things. It's a cool
Group Hug and EDH too.
Group Hug and EDH.
It's a go-to. It's the best. This is go-to.
It is very Group Hug. Number 5. This is an EDH card. This is our highest ranking EDH card.
Basically. It's exclusively known for EDH.
Yeah, you are playing this for EDH. Weathered Wayfarer. Weathered Wayfarer. A 1/1 for 1 actually. Do you believe it?
Wait.
If you control,
I'm looking at the list. Are they all 1/1s for 1?
Yeah, I know. What are the odds?
Who wrote this list?
So 1/1 for 1. Tap it if you control less lands.
Pay white. Tap it.
Oh, it's pay white. Pay white. Tap it if you control less lands than an opponent. Search your library for a land. Put it into play.
So you're playing white in EDH. That reads: if you didn't go first, search for any land in your deck.
Yes.
That's insane.
It's insane. Also, you're playing white, so people are ramping in front of you. Like, if you are playing green decks, they're ramping in front of you.
I think it's better than land tax.
If you're playing a white-black deck, this kind of lets you get, Cabal Coffer's Urborg combo.
Nykthos, Sky's Cradle.
Yes, it lets you just assemble so many different...
Serra's Sanctum, whatever nonsense.
There's just so many powerful lands in EDH.
Dark Depths, SP Stage.
Yeah, exactly. There's an unlimited amount of powerful lands in EDH that you can go get. Even if you can just super ramp yourself. You can just get things like double lands. You can get bounce lands.
In terms of
help you make your land
mono white
drops.
commander cards, this has got to be top 5.
Oh, it's
like I'm thinking of swords, I'm thinking of Elishnor, and I'm thinking of this as like my go-tos for like really strong commander white cards. White doesn't get this. It doesn't get this effect.
It doesn't get ramp. And
it needs like this doesn't look like ramp, but it is. You always get Nykthos if you're in white or Serra Sanctum.
land tax.
Yeah, that's like the only like.
No,
old stuff.
I was saying like
I said
you're doing your little list of like top cards for like.
Yeah, I said I thought this was better than land tax.
Yeah, it probably is better than land tax. They're both very good.
There's only so many basic planes that you need.
Yeah, but also things that you're like an extreme amount, which is super helpful.
As we've seen them playing against land tax. So land tax on a stick, sort of.
Good, very, very, very good.
It's like Knight of the Reliquary.
All right, number 4.
You mentioned Wirewood Symbiote before, because we definitely did. It's back at number 4.
It's back, yeah.
This card is nonsense. Mono nonsense.
Yeah, it turns out it says upside: upside.
Oh, yeah.
So it's pretty insane. You get to untap a land.
It's the best insect.
And bounce an elf.
It's the best insect in Elves. I can safely say.
It's so good.
It's just like Heritage Druid. It changes.
It's just like
I'm done going off to. No, I'm not done at all.
So before the banning, it was actually you would untap like your Deathrite Shaman.
Yes.
Get back your draw spell.
Yeah, your Elvish Visionary.
Yeah, Elvish Visionary.
Just bounce Visionary. Untap your Nettle Sentinel. Whatever adds mana.
Yeah, keep going. Just keep going. Play it. Draw more cards. Probably draw 2 cards.
Maybe
because you probably have Glimpse of Nature going.
They play Priest of Titania, right? No.
Too slow. No. Yeah, way too slow.
Mono 1-drops. You just want to absolutely lose to Chalice on 1.
that can't be Chalice on 1. So
true.
Reclamation Sage, but that's about it.
Oh yeah, I played Elves in Legacy. There was no Priest of Titania.
Yeah, there is.
Whoops.
There is just no Priest of Titania.
Whoops.
Priest of Titania.
Oh, anyway, Wirewood Symbiote, insane in combo in EDH2.
Also,
the combos with things like Selvala.
Another thing is this is once per turn because it's a weird wording that they love to use back.
And it goes crazy with stuff like Cloudstone Curio and all that nonsense in Commander. And if there's Commander, there's ways you can actually make it an elf. So you can return it and untap an elf, and then you play it, make it an elf, return it,
so
untap an elf.
Easy infinite mana.
Yeah, if you have like any Anthem effect and Mirror Entity, you make your guys 0/0s that are every creature type. They'll get buffed from the effect, and then you can go infinite.
Well, that's silly.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's
really. I think it deserves its number 4 spot.
Yeah, it's very good. Like I said, there's so many different things. It protects your creatures on their turn also.
In Commander, there's actually 4 turns. So if you know you're going to get board wiped, you go on my turn, save an elf. Your turn, save an elf, and then you wait till a board wipe and just keep saving elves. It's awesome. What's number 3?
Number 3, Goblin Welder. Now this card is so cool and so strong in its effect.
Oh yeah.
You get to turn your metal guys into ashtrays every time. Every single time.
How do you beat the ashtrays?
I mean, you just get to turn all your little tiny artifacts. And the decks you're going to be playing this in, you're going to be turning your Mind Stones into Blightsteel Colossus.
Yeah, you can respond to the discard trigger.
I mean,
because it shuffles itself in, but like Wormcoil Engine, Mirror Battlesphere, Spine of Ishsa.
Yeah, you're just going to be doing stuff like that. You're just going to be just
absolute nonsense. It's so cheap. It's actually a 1-mana 1/1.
You can keep doing it you're just going to be doing this every turn with
tap, choose an artifact in play and in graveyard. It's like if this ability is like still on the stack, like if it resolves, like then you switch them. It says simultaneously, I think in the Oracle text or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. We can double check, but I'm pretty
I actually didn't know that.
It says the word simultaneously. Simultaneously sacrifices the artifact and returns the artifact card to the battlefield. It's worded really weird.
It's weird that there's a word simultaneously in it.
The best you can do it to other people though. You can turn their ashtrays into metal guys, and just totally screw them up. They don't want that metal guy. Card is sweet. Doesn't really see much play elsewhere. I mean,
it's an EDH. I guess this is the biggest EDH card then.
Oh,
because it's a mainly EDH card.
I guess it is. Yeah,
it's so powerful. I mean,
this is one that was really strong in Standard too. That I know.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day when creatures sucked.
So you just change your ashtrays and the metal guys, and that was strong.
Mm-hmm. Number 2. This is where people start subscribing and leaving angry comments because we didn't put this at number 1.
Oh yeah, people will hate us.
We need the fame. Please hate us. Tell your friends to hate us.
Everyone can hate us for doing this.
In the comments below.
Delver of Secrets.
Number 2.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, this is number 1?
Or you're thinking,
come on.
Or you're thinking, that makes sense.
I'm going to like and subscribe. I can't believe it's not number 1. Delver of Secrets is his own archetype in Legacy. It's
code for mid-range, though, basically.
It basically is code for mid-range in Legacy.
It's not like Veteran Explorer where they built it around it. It's just like in there.
Yeah. It turns out Ponder, Brainstorm make Delver insane.
It's also blue.
Delver does not see much play in Modern because it's not very good in Modern because you only have like Serum Visions as ways to set it up.
Which is a testament to the setup might be better than the payoff. Because you don't have Brainstorm.
Yeah.
And Ponder and Priority and all that nonsense.
Yeah. Delver is a very good card. It's an insanely good card. It just dominates Legacy.
80% of the time, 1 minute 3/2 flyer.
Yeah. 1 minute 3/2 flyers. The clock is always insane. It's so fast. It's just.
Let's put it this way. If we had a list of 1 minute 3/2 flyers, and it was a top 10 list, this would be on there.
It would also be on there.
We'd mark it as not a 1 for 1. It'd be a 3/2 flyer for 1.
Yeah.
But there's only 1 3/2 flyer for 1, I think.
So we can't make that list.
Yeah, no.
It is a 1 for 1. It has to flip. We're not like saying what these cards do.
Yeah, we are. We said almost every single one.
We didn't really say what Delver did at all.
Delver of Secrets?
Yeah.
We just started talking about it.
We keep like
it's a 1 for 1. It does nothing. So why is it here? We described it. We described it in full detail. It's a 1 for 1.
We described it as
now, Insectile Aberration. It's a 3/2 flyer for 1. And it flips for Delver.
It flips for Delver? I don't even know what's going on.
Melds with Delver of Secrets.
Yeah, I feel like
we've said almost every single one. I don't know. You're crazy.
We definitely didn't say what Delver did.
We're on it right now.
Delver of Secrets is a 1 for 1. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. You may it's worded weirdly. You may reveal it. If it's an instant sorcery, flip Delver.
Yes,
and it becomes.
Let's you do some funky things where you can fetch if you don't like the top card of your.
Yep,
deck.
you can also do it. Reveal it. Your opponent sees that card and then shuffle it away.
And then go, yeah, just wanted the flip.
I just wanted my 3/2s.
This is how I shuffle. You look like this.
I'm doing a Rubik's Cube.
Noodle fingers.
I'm just doing a Rubik's Cube. What are you doing?
Noodle fingers.
What is even that? How do you shuffle your deck like that? It's like...
Delver's insane.
Yeah, I mean, the card has dominated Legacy for a long time.
Pretty much since it was printed, right? I don't think it took that long. Maybe
no, it didn't. It's
less than a year.
The card is super good.
God forbid you have 2 and you flip. Exactly. Well, that's a terrible feeling. It's here comes the beatdown.
You just have things like
3-turn
so easy, you get to protect it with your counter spells like Daze,
Force of Will,
just all that kind of stuff.
It's blue. You can pitch it to Force of Will.
Yeah, that's
pretty relevant.
It is so relevant. It is incredibly relevant. Mm-hmm. It is so annoying to hear.
Like if Delver was just a black creature, it'd be way worse.
In one of LSV's latest videos, he was talking about how much he hated Stifle.
Mm-hmm.
And he just really doesn't like Stifle.
Why?
And his biggest upside for Stifle was that pitches to Force of Will.
Jeez.
He doesn't think it's good.
Oh, he doesn't think it's good. I thought he was like hating on the card, like, why does this exist? This is stupid.
No, he just doesn't think it's good. He was talking about it in his Death Shadow video. How he just doesn't think Stifle is good at all.
I thought
he doesn't see a reason to play it. He knows the reason. He just doesn't think it's good enough.
Sure.
And it's just really funny that his biggest upside for the card is it pitches to Force.
It's just a blue card that says nothing on it. Just play like Ancestral Vision, where you can't ever do anything. You can't force yourself to cast it on accident. You have to go to suspend it. Then you'd realize, hey, wait, I should just leave this.
This pitches a Force Will.
Yeah, wait, I can pitch a Force Will if I draw it.
All right.
And there's one creature that we think is better. It's a 1 for 1. It's white. It's one of the only cards that says...
I mentioned it earlier in the video.
It's one of the only cards that says Mother of Runes on it. It's...
Mother of Runes!
Oh! It's one of the most fun cards to say in a lively Scottish accent.
It is... Go ahead, do it.
I don't think I'm good enough.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in me to do that.
I've never really done it, so I don't want to... I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it now.
Look it up. If you want to see other people more talented than me do this. It's not why we're here.
You got everyone's hopes up, easy.
It's not. We can do a top 10 Scottish.
No, we can't. Top 10 Scottish?
Top 10 Scottish names to go like burr burr in your Scottish.
Will you just say Mother of Runes with the accent? Seeing as you've already mentioned it?
I don't want to.
No. It must be so embarrassing.
Stop. Get that camera away from me. It's a 1/1 for a white. Tap.
Target creature gains protection from the color of your choice.
Until end of turn.
Until I mean,
target creature you control.
Is it? No.
Yeah. So we have it at number 1. It's only good in one deck in Legacy. There's not too many white. There's not too many white.
Let's be clear on why this is only good in one deck in Legacy.
And be clear on why it's number 1.
It is.
Here's how.
It is white. Legacy, there's not very many decks that play white. You have Death and Taxes as the main white deck, and then you have control decks playing white, mainly for Swords to Plowshare.
But they don't need creatures that are 1/1s.
Yeah, you don't need 1/1s in your control deck. Mother of Ruins, EDH. It dominates EDH. It is one of the best 1-drops in EDH. It's
Absolutely.
so strong.
It is very good.
I feel like it just doesn't have the right home in EDH or in Legacy because it's white.
Right.
And I know that's part of the card, but I feel like this is a card that if it were legal in Modern, would see infinite play.
It would just be insane.
It would be...
Modern is like the creature format.
Okay, and besides anything, it's a human. If Mother of Ruins is legal,
my God,
humans is far too good because I could not even imagine that.
We would need to ban something. How about
Mother of
Ruins? The best card in the deck. Yeah.
Mother of Ruins banned out of Modern now. She's back out because she's a human.
Yeah, I mean all of these that aren't legal in Modern would be insane in Modern.
Let's see. Lackey, yep. I don't know about Weathered Wayfarer.
Veteran Explorer would be pretty good.
Weathered Wayfarer would not.
Weathered Wayfarer isn't that in Modern? It is literally legal in Modern.
It is legal in Modern. It doesn't. Like I said, I didn't think it would see any play anyway.
Yeah, right. We were gonna say, but I'm saying all the ones that aren't legal, which is only 2 or 3, would be nonsense.
Veteran Explorer would warp the format.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit.
Yeah, Veteran Explorer would be so weak. It's a card that does have a cool archetype in Legacy, but in Modern it would.
It'd be so like if there was a deck that was insane, that would be like really good.
It would warp. It would make
everything.
It would make its own deck. It would become an archetype in Modern.
Right, it would go right into. Things would warp around it.
You make a pod type deck, I imagine.
Well, there's no pod.
You just get the payoffs. You just get to cast the payoffs because you're just gonna have the mana all the time.
Right, that's true. Just like a toolboxy, grindy, like Cord Company nonsense, maybe
something like that.
Sounds dirty.
Sounds fun. But Mother of Ruins, number 1. Like I said, I do think she's better than Delver.
Pay respect to the mom.
She's There's no nostalgia here.
Yeah, we excluded nostalgia on this list.
Yes, because for the sake of nostalgia, Llanowar else would have flown up this list.
I don't find it extremely useful. Everyone's nostalgia is different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if I really liked Fugitive Wizard? I don't know who. It's just not helpful. You're not going to get.
But
we're trying to be as impartial here
as we can. This list. So this list has a lot of good cards.
I agree.
It's really sad that all these cards get absolutely wrecked by Electrickery.
Electrolyze.
Pyroclasm.
Barrage of Boulders.
These poor cards.
Chalice on 1.
Oh my God.
Which is an actual threat to all these cards?
Is a Staticaster just picking them off? Oh my God. These poor
fellas.
These poor cards.
Well,
but
except for Mother of Ruins.
Mom's got it. Mom's going to protect them all.
Yeah, mom can protect herself, actually. Just let everyone else die.
Yeah, so you flash in is a Staticaster on a turn.
Ooh. Engineered Explosives on 1.
Oh,
Rest in peace, friends.
Help this.
Doesn't even save Delver.
That's our top 10 list.
This is the purple. Yes, that is our top 10. We really want to know.
Like, honestly.
If you like it.
Put your comments below. Tell us what you think. Where do you think your cards make? Is there anything we left off? We did leave some powerful cards off.
Yes.
Like I said, like Curse Catcher didn't even make the list. I felt like Curse Catcher just been with
outclassed. Merfolk
becoming so irrelevant recently in Modern, and us talking about Modern Legacy Commander mostly that it just wasn't worth mentioning. There's some other ones. There's some really powerful ones we left off. Let us know.
What's your favorite?
Yeah. What's your favorite 1/1 for 1? Yeah. Tell us your favorite 1/1 for 1.
Also.
What's your favorite 1/1 for 1?
Oh my God, on the spot right now. Probably Stitcher Supplier.
Not close. Champion of the Parish.
Or Diligent Farmhand. Nope. Spore Frog.
This fan's going insane over here.
Spore Frog is the best one.
Spore Frog is sweet.
That is one of the cards we left off.
Champion of the Parish is my favorite. I started playing around the time this card came out. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. I played Humans in Standard. Wasn't good.
Spore Frog.
Champion of the Parish.
Let us know.
We should set up a little... I don't know how, but I think you can do this. You can set up a vote below between Spore Frog and Champion of the Parish. You can vote.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Signing off.
Bye. It's over. Get them out of here.